I'd like you to all stop and think about this next question for a moment, and I'm going to call on each of you. So let me do that. But I want you to stop and think for a second and tell me, what are the key characteristics or traits that best describe today's Democratic Party? I'm looking for attributes to describe today's Democratic Party. Don't blurt it out. Stop and think and give me, if you have one or two, you can give those to me. Just looking for the words themselves, not an explanation. And don't overthink it. Like immediately, what first comes to mind when you think, oh, Democratic Party? Everybody have one? You all do? Julie, what's yours?
Weak.
Chris,
Bystanders.
you said bystanders, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin?
Oh, weak.
Diana?
Floundering.
Edward?
Weak but well-intentioned.
Jennifer?
Ineffective and easily distracted.
John?
Spineless.
Spineless. Okay. Same question, but for the Republican Party. Don't blurt it out. Take a second. Just think about top characteristic or trait that describes today's Republican Party. You all have one? Are you still struggling? You got one? Everybody got one? Diana, why don't you go first?
Subservient.
Edward?
Evil.
Kevin?
This may sound weird, but they're truthful. Truthful right now. I'll explain later if you want.
Yeah, just give me a tiny bit of understanding about that.
They're showing their colors that they have always been since the 1980s. We are seeing the ultimate distillation of who they are. All pretense is gone.
Got it.
They're truthful.
Got it. Okay. Chris?
In the true sense of the word Republican Party, I think gone.
Okay. Julie?
Cowards.
Jennifer?
Undermining. I think they're undermining our society, undermining our democracy, undermining
it.
our stability.
Okay. John?
Cultish.
Say it again?
Cultish. C-U-L-T. Cult.
Oh, cultish. Like a cult. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. If you were to give good faith advice to the leaders of the Democratic Party about how to beat Republicans in the midterms this November, what advice would you give them? And anybody who wants to go first? Edward, go ahead.
When they go low, you go lower.
Okay. What else? Kevin?
What do you stand for? Don't define yourself by what you're against or who you're not. What is your platform? What are you going to do? What are the specifics? No platitudes. Get to the brass tacks and get a good ground game.
Okay. What else? Other than what Edward and Kevin offered, anybody have something different? Jennifer, go ahead.
I think that the Democratic Party needs to do more planning ahead and use the same strength and publicity and promoting the people that they think should be at the head of the party as the Republican Party does. It seems like they're always scattered and just pick somebody at the last minute to represent them.
To that end, develop a bench. There's no bench.
So Diana, you don't see a bench in the Democratic Party with all these Democratic governors around the United States and senators?
I think what I do is I think a lot of them are they're advanced in age, right? I think a lot of them they're picking the same candidates over and over and over again, where right now, who do we have? I have Mills and I have Plattner in
Hang on,
Maine.
hang on, I'm going to
Well,
interrupt
I'm
you.
just saying, okay, so
No. Just want to tell you, we're going to have an entire section on your upcoming election coming up, so I don't want to go there right now.
okay, I won't go there. I'm just saying, a lot of the candidates are older, and I'm not seeing this well-developed bench where, you know what? I don't have to worry, think about older candidates. There's this entire well-developed bench I can pull from. And we saw that in the last presidential election.
Okay,
I need
got
a
it.
bench.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Again, I don't mean to cut you guys off. I got, as you see, I'm trying to move expeditiously. So thank you.
Right.
It's not about you, Diana, specifically. It's just all 7 of you. Okay. Anything else that you would give as advice to the Democrats? Julie?
Yeah, have a plan, whether it's for healthcare or whatever else, but have a plan of what your platform is other than anti-Trump.
Got it. Okay. Anything else? Chris?
Know how to actually respond to all the lies and the things that they make up during debates, it feels like sometimes you sit there and watch a debate and you're like, yeah, but, and they kind of gloss over something, or just try to stick to their talking points that, but they're not as good on their feet. Sometimes it feels like when those moments happen. So I would think being able to kind of face them there's a lot of great, people that can do it, on social media, but they don't do it when they're face to face with someone.
Okay. For all 7 of you, are there any Democrats you'd like to see run for president in 2028 because you think that person would make a good president?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Diana, go first.
Josh Shapiro.
Okay. Show of fingers. How many of you like to see Josh Shapiro run for president? We got 4 of you. Okay. Julie?
Pete.
Buttigieg. Show of fingers. How many of you guys would like to see Buttigieg run for president? Okay. Who else? Others? Jennifer, good to have you back. It's all right. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, I had to wait for my generator to come on. We lost power.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
I would go for, I could hear you guys and I would go for Buttigieg. I think that's a good choice.
Okay. So let me get a count. How many of you would like to see Buttigieg run? I got 5 of you. Okay. Okay. Besides Shapiro and Buttigieg, who else do you have? Chris?
Might be in the minority here, but I really like Cory Booker. I've always liked Cory Booker, and I think there's potential there.
Okay. Show of fingers. Who'd like to see Booker run? I got 4 of you. Okay. Who else? Edward, you had someone for me?
I was gonna say Pete. I would
Okay.
like to see the best qualified people we have in there, though, and people who can actually win. So I would say Pete, Shapiro, perhaps Newsom.
Okay. Well, let me see. How many of you would like to see Gavin Newsom run? Show of fingers. 4 of you. Okay. Besides those 4, anybody else? Kevin?
I'm very interested in Pritzker.
Okay.
I would like to see him in the mix.
Got it. Show of fingers. Who'd like to see Governor Pritzker run? 5. Jennifer, you would too? 6 of you. Okay. We lost who-
Okay.
Hey guys, just so you know, if we can minimize the turning on and off, I'd really appreciate that. I know some things happen in the rooms, but please keep it on. I'd rather have you get up and walk away if you have to do that as opposed to leaning on and off. So thank you. Okay, so I also last question in this segment. I'd like to know what kind of Democrat you see yourself as. a progressive Democrat, or a moderate Democrat? So by a show of fingers, who would say that he or she is a progressive or leans progressive in this group? 6 of you do. And one of you call, and Jennifer, you think you're a moderate?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And more moderate, I would say.
All right. Great. So I'd like you all to stop and think for a moment about this next question too. So please let me call on you. I'd like to know, what are the key characteristics or traits that best describe today's Democratic Party? For a word or a phrase. Do not blurt it out. I'll call on you. For a word or a phrase that best describes today's Democratic Party. Don't overthink it. I'm looking sort of for like your first reaction. Does everybody have one? You all do? Bill, what's yours?
I think the word that best describes them right now is bruised.
Okay. Todd?
Scared.
What'd you say? Say it again?
Scared.
Scared. Okay. Tiffany?
Subdued.
All right. Paul?
Disjointed.
Cindy?
Lacking.
All right. Lucy?
Spineless.
All right. Got it. Same question, but for the Republican Party, today's Republican Party. Looking for a word or a phrase. Again, wait, but think about it for a second. Let me call on you. You all have one? All right. Cindy, what's yours?
Scary.
Bill?
Psychotic.
Todd?
Brown nose.
Lucy?
Completely corrupt. Excuse me. Completely corrupted.
Tiffany?
Ruthless.
Paul?
Cult.
Say the last again?
Cult.
Cult. Okay. Got it. Okay. So if you folks were to give good faith advice to leaders in the Democratic Party about how to beat Republicans in the midterms this November, what advice would you give them? If they want to go first? Todd?
Stand up for yourself.
Okay. What else? Paul?
Give a new view of America.
Okay. Tiffany?
I would say that they need to get out to the people, and they need to get people activated.
Okay. Anything else? Lucy?
What Tiffany said, they need to reach out more to the people and be resolute in their standing up to the opposition.
Okay. Any other advice? Bill?
Hire Mayor Mamdani's campaign manager, because he seemed to have done a really good job in New York.
Okay. Great. So the thing I'd like to know is what kind of Democrat you see yourself as? A progressive Democrat or a moderate Democrat? So by a show of fingers, who says that he or she is progressive or leans progressive? 3 of you. And who's moderate? Lucy, what are you?
Well, I didn't know if socialist would be considered progressive or not. I know it's definitely not moderate, but
Okay, you consider yourself socialist? I'll put you in the progressive camp.
thank you. I wasn't sure.
All right. So 2 of you are moderate then. That's Todd and Cindy, right? Okay.